Hey everybody, welcome to Team Absolution. It's time for Cardfight Cash, your weekly market watch on the ups and downs of the TCG secondary market. I'm joined by my good friend, Keith the Irish God. How you doing, Keith?
I'm doing grand, Ryan. How's yourself?
I'm fantastic, and I'm, of course, the Doombringer Griffin. So we've heard your guys' comments, and just to start off, a quick little note. In the description, you'll find a Google Sheet that allows you to follow along with us, as this is a pretty, as you can tell, low production value podcast we've got for you here with the nice little audio spectrum and the little effects around the Team Absolution logo. Yeah, I like it myself. But really, I just wanted to make sure that we get you guys something before we can really ramp up the production value of this, since we do it so often. So you can find a Google Sheet and follow along with us on the cards there, and that'll be there every week, and it's been there for the past week, so I just wanted to make sure you guys knew about that. And with that, let's get into the quick hits, or as I like to call it this week, the buyout bin, because holy crap, Keith, Set 14 is coming in force, and it doesn't even matter if we've seen everything, know the rarities, etc. I mean, you look on the wiki, and it's empty, and yet every card that's even remotely relevant is gone.
People are moving a lot faster now, Ryan, on things. They just, you see something, buy it right now. It doesn't matter what it is, just buy it.
Just forget it. It'll be okay. It's a GR, it'll sell, regardless. Buy your crossover dragons. They're going up.
Perfect.
They're not going up. Don't buy those. I mean, you can. Go for it if you want to.
Nice at $1.50 right now. There you go.
They're transcending the heavens alt mile. But speaking of Royal Paladins, it is time for Brave, as we got some nice Brave support the other day, didn't we?
We did.
Yes, we got to see New Fides. Why he's the poster child, I have no idea.
He's got a sword. He's got a sword.
Everyone has a sword. It's Royal Paladins. There are some Lancers, maybe a bow or two, and maybe some little magic Doctor Strange shields thingies from the G-Guards. But really, you think you're special for having a sword? They got more weapons than Monster Hunter. Speaking of which, here's DBG's take. Pick up Monster Hunter World. Game is amazing. It's got cats.
I approve of this message.
Yes. Anyway, getting into the show, here we go. Holy Dragon, Brave Lancer Dragon. Another dragon from the lovely Royal Paladins. He's the GR from Try 3 Next, and he has doubled in price. Actually, he's like 2.5 in price, because now he's $11. Wow. The buyout is in progress, up from $4.28 was last market price. And of course, Brave support's out. No one knows what's going to be kept, so they're buying everything.
Yeah. This one, I think, is... I'm predicting this one to be a stinker of a buy. Just because he's a call 3 Brave units on attack. Well, New Fides that we saw last night does that exact same thing. So, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think you're going to have space for this guy when you have another thing that does that, plus an extra effect. So
yeah, plus he's just like, for everything you call, you ditch a card, which can kind of enable your Brave thing, but also, ew.
I want to enable Brave.
I'm not trying to go neutral. I mean, granted, it's on attack, so it's a build-a-board, and that's like kind of okay. But still, like, I have a feeling he's going to get outclassed, just like every other card in Try 3 Next did.
Yep. Except for Arca.
Except for Arca. But she also got reprinted. She was chosen.
Yes.
Selected, if you will. And going right down the Royal Paladin turn, we have Divine Knight of Godly Defense Igraine. The alt mile, Soul Blast 1, gain 10k because you can. Here you go.
Alright.
I mean, she's a lovely 30k shield if you're in Brave, too. So if the going gets tough, you've got Igraine, but yeah, she's tripled in price up to $10 from $3.30.
I mean, it's a solid G-Guard that you need for the deck because you want to have good card conservation, question marks, and want Brave, question mark. But, yeah. So, yeah, it's alright.
I didn't know. But there are plenty of copies of her available. She's actually just one of the ones where people are, I think they're predicting on the seller side that she's going to be good. And it's never a complete buyout without some triple R grade 2 being the talk of the town. And now we have Counter-Offensive Knight Suleiman. They probably didn't spell him right in the translation. From GBT06, he was a Royal Paladin triple O that everyone's disappointed in. Used to be $4, now he's $13. The buyout is in progress. He is running out of cards fast. Yeah,
that is a pretty solid grade 2 for the deck. I remember pulling this back in GPT-07, my one foil out of the packs, and I got $1.50 for him. And I was very sad.
Yeah.
Should have held on to it, but that was a long time ago.
No one was holding on to Brave stuff back then.
So yeah, it's a solid grade 2. You can see why it's gone up, and he enables extra units. He does some build-a-board for you as well. Good card. I'm not surprised that he's going up to about, what, $12, $13? Yes.
I mean, he belongs in the deck, that's for sure. And if he's a triple O, it's even remotely, old.
Yeah,
it's just, it's buyout time, surprise. And probably one of the more egregious examples is Knight of Ambuscade? I don't know, that word's probably French and I hate it. Redon. The Royal Paladin Double R, a grade 2 from Character Booster Try 3 Next, from $3.13 to $14. He is gone. There are so few copies of him available.
No, I mean, there was so few copies in the first place because it was a Try 3 Next booster, which had like 0 printer on the first time and then kind of got a little bit extra at the end. So I think this one is really just a supply issue, and just that there are probably none of good old Knight of Ambuscade or Redon. Totally pronounced correctly, don't worry.
Yeah.
So
I'm gonna go with we did that right.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna give us that. we can move on. All right, and of course, at Worlds we got the announcement of Chronojet Dragon Z and Chrono Visor Heritage. It's not even a Gear Dragon.
It's not. He's like a Chrono Dragon.
He's a Chrono Dragon. Ooh,
spicy.
When you have to like change thing types or like bounce around thing types and make a whole new thing just because you didn't want him to work with another card that you printed. Amazing. Good job.
Gear Groovy's just like, oh, maybe? Oh no. I'll just go back down.
Every card in Gear Chronicle Forever gets balanced around Gear Groovy. We talked about that extensively on the channel when it came out. Like, Boucher, look what you've done. Yeah. You've done something incredibly interesting. It will come back to bite you.
Yeah. And sure enough.
Yep, but speaking of Chrono Dragons, Chrono Dragon Gear Next makes our quick hits list this week. He made our cash list last week, but now he's up to 22. The ZTB support is coming. And yeah, if you haven't bought your Gear Next, I'm sorry. I mean, they're around, but also you're sad.
Yeah. I wouldn't be too disappointed at buying Gear Next for like $20 because it's still a good card, and next stages were always like $30, $40. So I think if you don't have them now, buy them now so that you're not spending like $30 down the road, because I think there's still a little room for growth on this guy. I
agree. It could probably go up to, you could climb up to next stage prices because next stage coming down slowly but surely.
Yeah, I mean, we have no reason not to have this as a 4-of as well right now in the new deck, unless they reveal something new. But right now, I would definitely pick them up if you can.
Absolutely. But the real sad face here is Gear Next's little sister, Steam Tamer Arca. They always go together. Wherever the ZTV support, it's like, oh, Gear Next, oh, Arca. And now she is also $20. That's the reprint version, because I'm assuming you want the triple R.
Oh, yes.
The double R is gone. There's one copy left. It is less expensive than this. It's like $20.95.
I don't like that.
Yeah, Arcas are bought out. They're gone.
Yeah, and for good reason. That is a nutty PG to have. It would take something incredible for Bushy to print inside set 14 to outcreep Arca. Yeah. It's like even the, what are they called right now? Like the cycling PGs we have, draw one for some certain conditions being met. I want Arca. Yeah. I want the recurring PG.
The recurring PG is so good.
Yeah.
It would being able to PG 5 or 6 times a game with 4 PGs and still being able to throw them back to deck with a Luru. If you wanted to, you're obviously going to bind them with the effect. But
yeah.
The fact that you can just do that is really good.
So good. It's amazing, that card.
It's like, oh, well, you used a PG. I can finally go into, like last turn, I can finally go into my big thing. Oh, I'm just gonna recur this back to my hand so I make sure I have one. And you're like, and they have to do like in the new play suboptimally because you know you're gonna crash your giant finisher unit into this PG anyway. And you're just like, I'll go into Seabreeze. I'll go into Seabreeze and PG me, boy. Yeah, and they don't. And you're like, oh, no.
I made a mistake.
Called my bluff. But now's the time, with the ZTB support announced, for the rest of the stuff to come up. And that means Cruising Dragon. That means Spearhead... It's a Spearhead Dragon, but it means Spearhead Unicorn.
Yes.
Spearhead Unicorn.
Yes.
I'll fix it in post-production. Full Source Spearhead Unicorn, probably going to be kept, honestly, because he is a Call of Dude getting extra attack, and that's not something you have a lot of in ZTB outside of the strides.
Yeah. Just getting an extra little dink, even if it's only an 11k attack, there are a lot of 11k attackers inside ZTB. And to be able to just keep enabling pokes, card is really, really good. And you can do some combos with that in Hypnosis Sheep and just keep calling units out.
Oh, boy.
So it's a good card.
And Hypnosis Sheep is getting that nice, tasty reprint.
Hey, there you go. Yeah.
Not bad.
Instead of being like a $3 stand, it's now like a 80-cent stand, 90-cent stand.
One could only hope.
Yes.
In any case, Spearhead Unicorn himself, up from 160 to 223 median price for $bucks-ish. There aren't many copies of him available, so... Pick them up if you can. Trade them.
Yeah, move now.
I got mine 50 cents a piece. Easy.
There you go.
Very nice. I always love to brag. That is the one thing I'll brag about is how good my trades are. Split Pegasus we're just talking about because he's one of the support strides that's creeping up. slowly but surely. $10 market price, $13.50 low and median. I mean, he is bought out, but he's thankfully not too expensive. He was hovering around $8.
Yeah.
So thankfully, outside, everything in ZTB, I will say, hasn't jumped. It's crept up slowly. You had chances for this.
Yeah.
And now is still honestly a decent time. It's still not an incredibly expensive deck unless you're going for like all the bells and whistles, which frankly you don't need.
No, well, you really don't. Like, I guess if you want to SP out this deck, you're going to spend a lot of
Stop.
money. But, but yeah, you would not be too disappointed. You could probably pick this all up, get a good deal on Facebook. Someone selling the deck, 200, 250 maybe?
That's what I think.
Somewhere around there. And that, I would be very happy with investing in that.
That's a solid deck price for something that
Yes.
is bona fide, guaranteed meta set 14.
Oh, of course. Yes.
You get 2 finishers in that set, plus whatever else comes out. They still have space for double or for triple R's.
Yeah, and they have a new starter probably. Little Dran is going to get his little silver suit like the other two got. So it's going to be nice.
Oh god, what can that card do? I don't want to think about it. Please no. All right, finish it up. Quick hits or the buyout bin. Gotta support Kibitsuhime. So talking about Genesis, as we're just starting to see like Genesis spoilers. We know nothing about what this thing does. We have no idea what new Minerva's gonna look like. We don't know like how we're gonna have to cobble this together, or if we're gonna have to play like Earth from GBT08 again.
Nobody wants that.
Nobody wants that. But anyway, the prices are still going up, and Kibitsuhime already quadrupled in price from $215 to $768, $8 ish.
Yeah, that's a really big jump, because that thing was worth basically nothing in the beginning. But then as soon as you show Minerva and there's thighs available to players, they're just like, buy all the things.
Oh, are you talking about waifu tax?
Yes, all of the waifu tax.
Nice waifu tax? Yes, but it's really kind of a shotgun buyout because, well, nothing in Genesis has been bought out except for a pretty old Regalia card from like when Regalias were first released.
Oh, okay.
Chimera, I think, is her name. I'm not sure on that. But anyway, it's just like, this is a good card in Genesis, I'm going to pick these up. This is a good card in Genesis, I'm going to pick these up. You have no idea if you're going to play them or not.
Yeah.
Like Brave is a shotgun buyout, but at least you kind of have like a general idea, like you need G-Guards, and you're going to need the triple R grade 2 because it's a triple R grade 2.
Yeah.
Like, Kibitsuhime is a PG, and you're going to probably want to buy that. And then there's Goddess Investigation Ishtar, which doubled in price from 5 to 10, and you're probably going to want that. Because it's new, it's Genesis, it says, I can make you do silly things.
It is like one of the few first rides that if you don't want to use tier to do Wiseman Loop shenanigans, is Ishtar. You can actually go off and do things with that. And so that's why it's there. There are so few stride options in Genesis. Actually, if you go to look at the options, there are nothing there.
Well, hopefully you get something nice in Minerva this time.
There you
Maybe it'll be generic, and everyone can be happy. But honestly, nothing in Genesis is getting bought out. That's the real issue here. It's just the sellers are going like, double that, triple that.
Yeah.
That's a good card. I have that. We're going to predict it's totally seller side because Kibitsuhime has 26 prices and they're all like 7 or more.
Yeah, that's way too much for the amount that's there.
Yeah, so set 14 is coming. Look busy. All right, and it's time for our segment Cash or Crash. Now let's see what's going up or down this week. Everything's come up. It's all about what comes down.
Yes.
All right.
The Hindenburgs.
Yes. Thankfully, not Ziegenberg. All right, our cash card of the week, I'm just going to start off with that, is Lawless Mutant Deity Obturandus. Yeah, remember when he was 24? He has 1 copy available. The last known bot copy was 5077. Current TCG low, $80.
I think I'm going to need a barf bag, right? Just for the rest of this. This is ridiculous, these prices on Obturandus.
I mean, if you've got 2 or 3 and want to offload them for 100 or 120, do so, because you just can. People will buy that. Everyone
and their mother is after
Bug
Mega
Mom.
Colony.
Yeah. Bug Mom, praise Bug Mom.
Good old Bug Mom.
Everybody gets to sit in the corner and think about what they did.
That's what you do, and then you don't get to play anything as well because
I hope you like, I don't know, or you just want to watch a movie while while nothing happens.
Yeah.
Like just flip over Bug Mom and say, well, GG.
Yeah, it was fun.
Not even a guarantee that you win. It's so sad.
Yeah.
It's like the most boring kind of control to me.
It is.
But anyway, the prices are huge,
Yeah.
so there's that.
You have a lot of money you're sitting on. I would probably sell out because the hype isn't going to stay around forever.
Dump now. Next cash card is Cornflower Flower Maiden Inez. That's almost worse than Double Dragon. Double Flower. Okay, yeah, it seems good. Neon Triple R from GBT06, another GBT06. Triple R showing up here. So if you have any of that lying around, I guess pop that open. Find your Negralazes, find your these guys, find Alt Mile stuff. Just hope you don't pull any of the GRs.
What is there?
Transcending the Heavens, which is $3.
And the Asha is only worth like $6 or $7 right now.
It's bad. It's bad. Bad set. Open up your lose, $10 each.
Hey, there you go.
Honestly,
makes up for it.
It's a nice crouching box hidden value right there. All right, and Ina's gone from $9 to $16, just because of the Neonectar hype. Honestly.
Yeah, it is. It's the backup to use with Blue Sha. So yeah, you see
Everybody
4 Blue
sounds like
Shas, 4 in this. Yep, take them.
Yep, seemed good. And our next cash card is Cannon Fire Dragon Parasol Launcher. This guy is the Tachikaze crit from GTCB01. And if you haven't noticed, GTCB01 has been a popular target for buyouts because there's just none of it, and all of the cards will eventually be used again.
Yep. That was... If there was one thing I wish I just bought like 40 boxes in the initial was Tech Booster 1. Because everything at one point was value in Tech Booster 1. I think,
everything.
Yeah. There's just nothing I can think of right now that wasn't just like... Even like the double R's were all really, really good in that set. Just everything was value.
Oh, yeah.
So, yeah.
But anyway, he's part of a first stride kill combo that Michael was talking to me about last week when he was on the show. And market price for him right now is 10, only because people just started to buy him suddenly, and now he's up to 15, mid price is 17.
Yeah.
For the crit. For the dang crit.
Yeah. You have copies of this in every other deck, and he is the only one at 15.
He's the second most expensive card in his deck. In all honestly.
Yeah. 3 guesses on what the most expensive card in that deck is.
Surprise, it's Dogma.
Yeah.
He's not even bought out. There's plenty of him. It's just sad. Just sad. But anyway, it's time for the crash cards. The cards that are expensive but won't be for long. So sell out even faster than before. Please sell now, or you will be sorry. First up is Mars Blauk Luger. Now, Keith, talk to me about Mars Blauk Luger.
Okay, Mars Blauk Luger. If we go all the way back to that little extra booster, Champions of the Galaxy, or Champions of the Cosmos.
My God.
Yes, it's a long, long time ago, back in the fledgling vanguard of...
Indeed, in a galaxy far, far away.
Nice. The card itself, we're seeing it, it used to be $2 to $3. It saw a little jump when we got Blau support in Raging Clash of the Blade Fangs. You know, that was pretty awful. And now he just jumped again to like $20 that he's sitting at. This can only plummet from here. There is no reason for this to be this high.
There's only one copy of him, and it's $21.
Yeah. Someone just decided to throw up and be like...
Why not?
Yeah, maybe I can sell this?
Hey, it's my personal copy.
Yes, there you go. Best reasoning. And yeah, this thing, the deck is not good. Like, we saw what got revealed. It's not going to be relevant. This is going to go back down again. Sell them if you have them. Try to get... Even
anything.
Going... Yeah, if you get $40 for a playset, I would be happy with that.
I would take that.
I would accept
100%.
that. Yeah. So yeah, that's all I got to say about Mars Blauk Luger.
God, he's just like... He's just been like... the one on like the prow of the ship the whole time, just like taking every single wave.
A nice sine wave going on.
Yeah, pretty much.
With Mars.
Every time. You're not going to see us talk about new cards on Crash very often, but honestly, this is just an exercise in supply and demand. Our next crash card is Evil Governor Darkface Gridora. And as you know, that would be Bug Bomb from the new set, which started at 30, is TCG low 18.
That's a drop there.
We talk about supply and demand, but every trade post on Vanguardians is have extra zoo stuff, or looking for zoo stuff, or everyone is just everywhere looking for Mega Colony, looking for Neonectar. Some people are looking for Great Nature too, but honestly, I've never seen this much product open.
Yeah.
Everyone bought this for 3 of the least common clans out there. Now, this is like everyone, like, I wanted something new, I guess, and Mega Colony is that. Or it topped 3 times in Japan, and now I want this deck.
Yeah, totally agree, Ryan. This thing was... There were just cases flying out the window of Awakening Zoo for whatever reason, because, yeah, like, it's just all the shiny new thing. It's like, maybe I can play Mega Colony now. Mega Colony's kind of fun. Bugs are cool, I guess, question mark. So, yeah... Gridora is it's a 4 of in the deck, but still there are just so many Gridoras now that even though if there's you might need a playset, but if everyone has it, it's just not going to be that expensive.
There's no way to sustain the market.
Yeah, like it might go up a year from now, maybe, if it's still relevant, you know, and Mega Colony gets support again, you know, 50 years down the road, as it usually does. But other than that, yeah, this is a crash.
And it's so strange that even this was the same kind of thing we saw at Genius Strategy. Everyone wanted to pick up Darkface. Everyone was super interested in Darkface. It's like, ooh, Darkface finally got like support. We can pick this up. We can play this. And people were playing it. It was topping. People were having a good time. Gone. 2 weeks later, nothing else. And we're starting to like this. We're only a week in.
Yeah.
Like, we're only a week in, and Ghidorah is nearly halved in price.
Nah, talk about flash in the pans. This thing just exploded
We
in the
haven't had any
plan.
tournaments yet. It's
Yeah.
all been locals. Maybe some ARGs.
Yeah,
I don't know.
I don't even know.
States hasn't started yet.
No. And Richmond was the week of the sneak, so
Yeah.
they didn't have really any
No.
Ghidorah or Zoo stuff.
Mega Colony players, I hope you get your time, but damn.
Yeah.
Anyway, and our next one is more of a prediction than anything. We're talking about Blucia, Ranunculus of Phantasmic Blue Asha. And we're thinking she's going to experience something similar to Ghidorah here. Currently hanging on at 28, and that's about what she was at launch, you know, between 30 and 34 usually. But honestly, I think she's just being held up by waifu tax right now. I don't think she can stay here. There's too many copies. And I mean, $30 for a triple R is gonna price some people out. It's gonna come down.
Yeah, that is usually the high end for a triple R, I think, in this game. We've rarely, if ever, experienced 35. I think 40 is like the absolute max for a triple R. I don't think I've ever seen triple Rs going that much higher. Maybe Shiranui and Tech Booster 1.
Yeah.
But the waifu tax is high. Everyone opened this box for Mega Colony. Mega Colony was easily the most in-demand part of Awakening Zoo. And while Asha is a popular unit, and there's definitely waifu tax
That's
associated
great.
with it. Yeah, and it's also just great. Like, that new Asha is really good. There's just so many of her, because everyone was like, ooh, Bug Mom. I want Bug Mom.
Everybody wants Bug Mom or Blue Mom.
Yeah. So then Asha just kind of got the shaft, essentially, on that one. I mean, people still want it, but it's nowhere near as in demand. So there's just copies of Asha out there.
Everywhere. I can't tell you, like, I don't know how you people afford these SPs. Like, it's like, pull an SP Asha, buy it. It's like 50 PMs, and I'm like, what the heck?
Yeah.
Why did everyone open this?
Gotta get that $200 card.
I guess
Make
so.
your case back.
I guess so. All right, and that's it for Cash or Crash. If you have any suggestions for us, any cards that you're looking out for, any TCG player listings you've been seeing, post them in the comments, send us some links, etc. Join our Discord. That's my quick little. Here you go.
Yeah.
Join our Discord. A little promotion.
Yeah, shameless plug.
Yep. But it's time for our main topic of the week. We're talking about on the spec the Stargate pre-orders just released a couple of days ago. More since we're filming this beforehand. But we finally get the first English look at what we're going to be seeing for Stargate, since that's the next set to come out for us. And of course, we have to look at Integral Messiah.
Yes.
Because that's fun. That's
Fiber
so
jar.
much fun. Yeah. And being the leader of the set, $45. Justified or no, Keith?
I think right around the edge of justified. I think 50 would have been too high, but I think 45 is okay for Integral.
Ideal's playing like the how far can we toe the line thing.
Yeah, I think so. Because for Japan, they pre-ordered at about 50, 55 on Integral. You know, with the yen conversion and whatnot. And they had trouble moving it. So I think Ideal kind of saw that and undercut it just ever so slightly for English, just to try to get those copies moved.
Well, I appreciate that they learned from Japan's mistake. That really does help. But really, that's the most expensive card that we've got that's not Stark. I mean, Bravest Peak Cross Gallop or X Gallop, whichever you prefer, is 40.
Yeah.
So he's right behind, but I still don't feel like that price will sustain as well. I think that's a bit high for him.
Yeah, I think there's a lot of play on just because of how important the GRs were in Awakening Zoo. Velhamina and Overwhelm are just 3 copies. Put them in your deck. And while that's definitely the case for Cross Gallop, you need 3, probably even 4, because there's just nothing for Cosmic Heroes in the G-Zone right now. You just want this guy in as many copies as you can. Integral is not something you need 4 of, or even 3 of. You can get away with 2 of this guy. Because you go into it once, get your unlocks. Go into it again, drop him to 5. And then you've got Harmonix, Neo, Stark, every other finisher that you want to in that deck. So yeah, that's at least my opinions on things. I could see them both dropping a bit. Maybe Integral into the $35 range. Cross Gallop into the $30 range, I think. Like the low 30s, I should say.
Gotcha. I mean, that sounds about right to me too. I think 30 is probably where I would see him, and so low 30 sounds about right, considering he's a GR.
Yeah.
I need him, and it's a pretty good deck. It's a pretty cool deck.
Yeah.
Pretty interesting. He's like the Neo-Nectar of this set, you know?
Yeah.
Like, everyone's buying into this for Link Joker, and all the Nova Grappler people are like, cheap cards. And then like in the middle you have the Deep Lays people going like, I want to play cool stuff. Cool stuff is what I'm all about. I want the 13k printed grade 3.
There you
Seems
go,
good.
yeah. What an 80k Vanguard for no reason. Just swing.
Seems good. And speaking of cheap cards, Winning Champ Victor sold out at $19.99. He's gone. You cannot pre-order him.
That man, everyone, I think it's because of these, not to put a pun in here, but the stark difference in prices between Winning Champ and Crossgow. Yeah, I'll just take my leave now. And, but yeah, it's literally half the price of the next most expensive GR in the set. And Victor's going to be a good deck. I mean, we talked about it in our first Cardfight Cash.
We talk it to death.
Yeah.
I mean, Victor's going to be good.
Yeah, it's a perfectly respectable deck. It's going to perform well.
It's got resist.
Yeah, it's got all the stuff it needs. So yeah, people were just like, $20? Sure, I'll take that. Yeah,
I'm in.
Mm-hmm. I'll take 2 copies, 3 copies, whatever you need. Yeah, and you're good to go.
And of course, the headliner himself, Zeroth Dragon of Destroy Star Stark, coming in at a tasty 110. It's about what you'd expect, because that's honestly where most of them debuted. I think Drachma was higher, honestly.
Yeah, Drachma debuted at 180 for my deal.
180?
Like, yeah,
he had 140.
You know, he had there was the special pre-order price and then like the regular price underneath it. They do this weird sub-stratification in it.
Kinda?
And the highest level they had them for was 180.
Go.
And yeah. You can imagine not many sold at 180.
No, not worth.
Yeah.
For the worst ZR, I think not.
No, not at all.
I keep looking for the rest of his effect every time I want to go into him. I'm like, where's the rest of it?
Yeah.
Where's my units get 5k? Where's he takes the damage?
Yeah,
where's the other part?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he's a little sad right now. But I think, 100 is perfectly justified all around the 100 range for the Zeroth Dragons. They all drop to like 70, 80 from there. But I think that's kind of the... let's get in on the high prices sort of thing and try to buy them.
I mean, considering we're getting to the better half of the ZRs now, I think 110 is fine if you want to guarantee it. If you wanted to pick them up for like 90 or 100 in a case split, I might recommend that.
Yeah.
It's going to be guaranteed either way. You know that there's even 2 per case, right?
Yeah, there's assuming no weird misprints or anything like that, it is 2 per case for the ZRs. And that's where you get 2 Zoas in a case of Awakening Zeus, so there should be no reason for you not to get 2 Starks in a case of Stargate.
Cool. So really, it could even be less than that, considering there's just going to be more of them.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, you got double the copies as Megiddo and Drachma right now.
This price is going to be weird.
Yeah, it will be. It will be.
I mean, Zoa's already cheaper than Drachma. It's like they're going for like 70-ish. In any case, Keith, we're coming to the end of the program. That means it's time for you to have your little piece. What are your picks to watch this week?
Okay. I've got 2 major picks right now, Ryan. One of them is kind of a very generic look on the market right now. And that is all the double R heals we've gotten since set 13, I believe. And that's, they all have the same effect of if you have 2, either countercharge or soul charge 1. And just every deck from that point has gotten one of those. If you have these decks with those heals and you do not have these heals, buy these heals. You will need these heals. They are better than the Fighters Collection 2017 heals.
They're all better, except for I could maybe see the DI one.
Yeah, maybe. There's like so few exceptions to this rule that they're just so much better. And like in some cases they're just gigantically better, like the Dudley heal in
the Kagura one.
Yeah,
or the Dudley heal, yeah.
Because you can literally search that one out with Jennings.
Yay!
And yeah, these things are all going to be so necessary. You are going to need playsets of these for the deck. It doesn't matter. And it gives you shiny. What is there not to like about these cards? Just pick up 4.
Stack them foils.
Yeah. They're a great spec. They are great for your decks. Just, I can't sing enough about their praises for the RR heals.
I mean, if you want a prediction, Tachikaze heals are worth nothing.
Yeah.
Buy those.
There you go. Yeah, that one
25 cents will eventually be $10 if Parasol launches anything to look at.
Yeah, that's it. Just drop that beautiful George Washington down on the table, pick up 4 of those heals, and you're good to go. Yeah. Yeah, I think the only one right now that is, well, it will be when we get it, is the Starvader one. Has been going for $20, $25 in
if
Japan.
you can get that for any less, do it.
that one is going to be just straight money.
I can't even tell you how much that card is because the only prices still available are Integral and the other stuff. Or maybe they only did the GRs because there aren't prices for anything else.
Yeah, it's just GRs, Splits, and Stark right now.
Yeah. They didn't give me prices for anything else. But anyway, that's going to be its own topic next week. Is how much is the Star Ranger heel going for? Please help.
And then the other thing as well that I'd like to touch on is the Sharat support. So we've seen a lot of reveals already for set 14. We've gotten, I guess, the anime stuff just yesterday with Royals. We've gotten a couple Genesis double Rs revealed already. And, we got the gears, the new fancy chronovisor, and then Luard even got his own new dragon form and an even more power creeped version of himself, which was insane in the first place. I don't know why, but there's that. We got our ZRs, but the one thing, even though we saw him briefly in the anime, is Sharat and Gasteel. Yes. So these ones, I think, are definitely a great spec to pick in. The deck is going to be awesome, I think, post set 14. Especially because we have Dust now, and as we all know, DI has no shortage of Silent Tom clones on Grade 2.
And combo pieces.
Yep, it's all just really, really good. So I think that would be my pick. Sharat isn't super duper expensive right now, the DI pieces. Anything you see, Blade or Mouse is always a good pickup. One Who Scatters Skin. I'm trying to think of the other really
Don't buy
expensive
Gilderay. He gets power creeped.
Yeah, there's just a better Stride that we saw right now. Another pretty boy Stride coming in. And, the One-Eyed Succubus, the crits, you're always going to want those. The PG even, we have 2 Closet Balloon and Greedy Succubus. I don't know which one is going to be the most relevant, but in either case, you're going to be picking up all 4 for less than $20, even less than $10.
You can buy both. You can buy a set of both for $15.
Oh, yeah. There you go. That's just easy money right there. Easy
Sell
money.
the one you don't need.
Yeah. So those would be my 2 big picks right now, Ryan, for this, coming up to this February month. What should you be buying in Vanguard?
Gotcha. Well, that's the end of Cardfight Cash. Again, if you have any suggestions for the program, anything that you want to talk about, post it in the comments. I hope you've been following along with the Google Sheet. We'll be doing that every week, so you can look out for that. And if you want to go back on previous weeks and watch that again, please do. We're happy to have you. Please join our Discord if you want to watch the market or anything else. And this has been the DBG.
Yeah, and this is the Irish God.
Thanks for tuning in. Peace.